What would you say are the few most striking innovations and best practices that made you say, wow?
Yeah. Um, just recently, I've also been having the privilege of going to see some of the European um, wellness resorts and writing articles about them. And I can't help but put my hotel inspector hat on when I go to these. And I'm extremely critical because, when you are dealing with the world's best, it's the small details that make so much difference to distinguish one from another. So what makes me say, wow? Well, let's just start with the background picture to my Zoom here. That's Sensei. That was the last project where I was actually employed, shall we say. And that does make me say, wow. And the reason why, and particularly relevant to the audience that we're speaking to for this conference, is that Sensei, to me, was totally innovative. Why? Well, you have a tech titan, one of the richest and most famous technology titans in the world, combined with a totally outstanding, world-renowned oncologist, and happened to own the island of Lanai in Hawaii, to create a wellness company. And if you look at the background, you say, wow, that looks great. It's a lovely wellness treat. I would love to go there. But it's been created by high tech and medical, which means that everything that Sensei did, the brief I had, everything that we had to do to get that going, and everything that Kevin is doing with the company now, has to be grounded in data and support. That's innovative. That to me is innovative, because as we've said in this conversation, the medical industry works in the realm of scientific evidence and research so that they can enable safe practices. Whereas wellness, meditation, sound vibration therapy, even massage, they've been struggled to be recognized by the medical industry because they say, well, it's not scientifically proven. And yet we've got an oncologist that's treated some of the most world-renowned celebrities and politicians. And he says, his kind of line he says is, I don't treat them, the data tells me what to do. And he has put together the product that you see in my background. It's a great example of using technology of high-tech diagnostics and medical collection of information, passing that on to a guide that then can be able to give you a personalized program about movement, rest, and nutrition. That's a fantastic combination to me. It sounds so simple, but that's what it is. It works. And I like that with Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic, which I think are also doing similar things. However, they're a little bit more clinical in what they do. And of course, they don't have such great location as a background to be able to do it. I also mentioned I'm inspired by the integrative doctors that have become kind of the gurus in that industry, because I think that will actually be more and more prevalent today. And I also am remind myself that Mark Hyman actually appeared at the Global Spa Summit, I believe, to talk about ultra wellness. And I'm actually particularly intrigued to see how that combination of Vital Life and Minor Hotels works in Bangkok, because I do think that's a business model that can succeed. And again, it's using high technology diagnostics and then putting that into a practice that enable you to be able to, one, measure yourself, and two, have people that will help tell you and direct you in the right programs to get a better quality of life. Back in, I think, 2005, 2006, a hospital in Bangkok called Pirvati developed something called the Trial Wellness Center. Absolutely stunning, a beautiful 4 floors with spas, water thermal treatments, raw restaurants, nutrition, all of that kind of thing. And it was owned by the same people that own the hospital. The thought then was collaboration. Never quite succeeded. And I was fortunate enough to go and meet them a couple of times. and always ask the question, with this great facility, how's it going? The crux of it was that the doctors in the hospital never really wanted to recommend somebody go over and take a bubble bath treatment to them, or a hydrotherapy was a bubble bath, or a massage was a bit of oil slapped onto the skin, and never really understanding the therapeutic benefits of it. So they were ahead of their time. And I'm very pleased now to see, as I say, how Minor and Vital Life get on. So those are the kind of big things that make me say, wow, I really do like what's happening throughout Europe. One, not particularly necessarily connected with medical wellness, but I'll mention it because I think it's just in my mind. One of the things I noticed at a conference I attended earlier last year in the UK was that a lot of the operators said they wish they had more outdoor space. There's a cry for being outdoors, and I get that. I actually think there's a fantastic opportunity to use farms as a place of healing, from the understanding of how to grow things that you can take back home with you, to the healthy eating and healthy outdoor life. And I think there's a great opportunity in that realm.